Siphinde sinamkele nisahleli nathi apha eKids News. Sibuyezela ke inyanga yamagugu namafa apha kukhuthaza wonke ubani ukuba abuyele embo. Ake azifune ukuba ungubani na kuba kaloku inkcubeko yingqilikithi yokuziqonda nokuqiqa ngemvelaphi, inkolo, amasiko nezithethe zethu. Namhlanje ke sincokola nombutho olwa nobuhlanga ngakubantu abamnyama. Kunjalo nje ujolise ekufundiseni uluntu ngokubanzi ngenkcubeko. Kuyabonakala ukuba imbali isazivuna. Namhlanje ubuntu bethu sisizwe simnyama busajongela phantsi. Lonto ke kwasungulwa lo mbutho i-African Origins Movement nophakamisa kakhulu umcimbi we-Black Consciousness. Masikamkele ke uSifako. Masikamkele bhuti eKids News njani?
Hello, I'm great. I would like to greet all your Kids News fans. Hi to the kids, beautiful kids of Africa.
And they are beautiful. But can you tell us a bit about Black Consciousness and Abantwana kutheni kubalekile babafunde ngayo nje?
Black consciousness is being aware of yourself and your roots as an African. And it's important for kids to learn about Black consciousness because it gives them a form of identity. Every child must have a sense of identity and where they come from. And with knowledge of where you come from, you can definitely know where you are going, So it's very important for the children to have a sense of identity. Yes.
And umbutho wakho wenza kanye lonto. Can you tell us more about your organization? Yintoni yakwenza ba uyiqale, and what role do you play as an organization to ensure bana abantwana they preserve their cultures?
Right, African Origins Movement is a movement that was founded in 2015. It's about preserving African culture and traditions. We use social media as a platform to share knowledge and to impart knowledge. But our Facebook page, we have a Facebook page, African Origins Movement, where we have 60,000 followers globally. And as for children, we are working on writing children's books. I'm already working on writing manuscripts for children to impart the knowledge that we research to make it simpler for children, to simplify the knowledge so they can understand Black consciousness and African indigenous knowledge, to know what happened in the past before colonization times. Yes, so we're still in the process of imparting the knowledge to the children by writing children's books, because children, we must remember, children are not on social media. So we must get them directly where they are, in schools, where they can read their books and indulge in some African knowledge, raw and authentic African knowledge. Yes.
And Musateta about colonization, Ungati, what are some of the results of colonization and the impact eyenzileyo kubantwana baphilayo ngoku? And njengoba bephila nje, what can they do to fight for themselves to ensure bana baphila in a dignified society?
The result of colonization on an African child is that they are taught to undermine their roots and where they come from, but instead to uplift the oppressor's culture, which is totally ridiculous. Children must learn about their culture, because children do things differently now. They don't eat with their hands anymore because it's unhygienic, because the colonizer said so. They're used to eat with utensils now. We don't do our African stuff that we used to do. They don't even eat tripe anymore because it smells. So there's a lot of things, you name a few, a lot of things that children don't do because of colonization. It made a very negative impact on children, because children are more importantly ignorant of their history. They don't want to know about their history because they are taught that Africans are hooligans. So they don't want to learn about their history. But because children should start making reading a habit. This will ensure that they have confidence in who they are, reading on African culture and traditions and history. So that will help kids to know who they are.
Kasi sisebhiyozela i-Heritage Month, ungakhuthaza uthini abantwaneni, and also as an organization yabonakala ngalo msebenzi wenu banifuna ukuya kude. What are some of your future plans?
Our future plans is to expand and have branches all over South Africa and beyond, because this is a global movement. We have over 60,000 followers globally, so we'd like to have outreach programs where we teach children about consciousness, spiritual consciousness as well, because there must be in connection with the African spirituality. So that's what we want to focus on. And obviously events, we're going to hold events where we have talks where we teach children about their being African, them being African.
Bazawulandela amakhasi wenu to learn more about this beautiful initiative. Siyabulela kakhulu ibhuti ngexesha lakho. We hope our viewers bafundela ukhulu namhlanje.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you.
Nivile ke babukeli ngokubaluleka kokuzazi nokuzingca ngemvelaphi yakho. Okwangoku make sibone ukuba nina ningobani nisuka phi kwaye awenu amasiko athini.
intombi yonswinyo, intombi yazalele edana engrume ezinye izalele ezibhedlela, intombi yaphuma igoqo ngomzanyane kodideka umbelethisi wacabanga ukuthi umzanyane kanti ziqe ngithwe sezulwini. Ngibonga intombi yangikhulisa usomkhanda untini unjamuntu ukhokozela njengenqinakazi, ozala intombi yangithwala inyanga ezu9 okuzwida unkabanhla ukaba yenkosi, lona ukhulumayo owethu Dlamini Sibakhulu. Ndinkankqashela kumhlaba wokugatyane kwisikole ixolilizwe phantsi kodala uzulu umchanga odla ngamandla phantsi kokumkani ekhothamileyo madoda. Into zikanti zikapholoka xhosa katshiwo otakaserhila khawuta sikhomo ndizikayitsa sikamalakhala sikangconte ndizikaRharhabe sikaliwane ndizikazolonke. Kule nyanga yamagugu namafa thithi masibuyelane eMpuma Afrika. Thatha ngexesha apho amantombi anxiba inkciyo, abafazi benxiba izikhakha, amadoda esambatha ingcawe erhasiweyo. Buya Afrika buya, Embo mntomnyama Embo, mansithele.
#masibuyele nembo masithi qhwe evenkileni siyabuya ngayindawo. Siphinde sinamtyele nisahleli nathi apha eKids News. Ninganqela nam xa ndisithi iCovid-19 iphazamise kanobomi indlela yethu yokuphila, yathwaxa kanobomi aba banamashishini. Kwilizwe laseChina, umzimveliso wenza izinto zeKrismesi nezinto zokudlala uchaphazeleke kanobomi kulo nyaka kuba lena inyanga yomsintsi ibidla ngokuba yeyona nyanga exakekileyo nemali ingena kuba abathengi sele belungiselela iholide, kodwa ngoku ikati leleziko nalinqaku.
September is usually one of the busiest months of the year for Jin Jishun. You see, he runs a factory that makes Santa Claus and other Christmas-themed toys and decorations in China's eastern city of Yihu. They would normally be working overtime day after day, preparing to send goods to customers as far away as Great Britain and Italy for the holiday season ahead. But this year is different. He says because of the epidemic, orders for this year decreased a lot. In terms of our number of new clients, they basically haven't increased this year. Compared to last year, orders from our usual clients decreased by almost half, so the epidemic has had a huge effect on us. Vendors and manufacturers in Yiwu are at pains to try and save Christmas this year. This as the coronavirus pandemic upsets international business travel, forcing countries including China to place stringent curbs on entry into the country by foreigners. With no improvement on the situation, sellers who are used to doing face-to-face bulk deals with their customers have to rely on video conferencing, and that has hampered business further. She says it's incomparable to previous years. If we talk about the flow of customers to the market this year, there are none at all. Foreigners can't come into China. Offloading excess stock to Chinese e-commerce platforms is not a profitable option either, given that the holiday is not traditionally celebrated in China. Yiwu is home to China's largest small commodities market and produces 80% of Christmas items exported globally. So how will you be celebrating Christmas this year?
Inkampani yemiboniso eDisney ikhuphe umboniso weWonder Vision. Khazibonele ke mbukeli wami omhle ngongakulindela kulo mboniso.
Inkampani ekhiqiza amafilimi iMarvel isiphinde yagadla futhi. Mumva nje le nkampani ishicilele amabala engwe efilimi entsha sha iWonder Vision. Leli filimi lizogxila ekutheni lesikhondlakhondla senkampani ingabe sisuka kuphi na. Phela mbukeli lesikhondlakhondla senkampani saqala ukuphendula amatafula ngonyaka ka2008 kuze kube imanje le nkampani isikhiqize amafilimi angaphezulu kwama-20.
Actually, you look at the films, they've all been a sort of TV experiment. I mean, they are episodic, they're just on a grand scale, and then all the stories coming together, you know, so it's sort of just, it's really a continuation of that, really, you know, but we were blown away when we saw what the concept for this show is. It's crazy. I mean, it really is.
Abadlali abahamba phambili kuleli filimi nguPaul Bettany kanye noElizabeth Olsen nodlala indawo kaScarlet Witch. Umkhakha wezamafilimi ugximeke ngeqwantwala kulonyaka ngoba phela ukubheduka kwe-coronavirus kwenza ukuthi amabhayisikobho amaningi emhlabeni wonke jikelele avalwe. Sethembe ke mbukeli ukuthi nawe uzovakashela ibhayisikobho yangakini uyobukela leli filimi.
Indlela ibuzwa kwabaphambili. Singabantwana kaloku asiyonto ngaphandle kwemfundiso zomakhulu bethu. Bake sive ke umakhulu Mafola xa isinkcenkcetshela ngamazwi obulumko. Rhabulapha kodwa ungafinci.
Bantwana bam, bantwana bethu. Khani izibazukulwana, mona omngqutshwana. Ziphatheni kakuhle. Hey bakho ngugogo. 95 years old. Kodwa amehlo am asenorhatyaza ngoba zange ndigeze mna. Ningalahli imboyini ngophoya. Sakhe sanolahla isiko lenu lemvelo. Khawusithuthe mntwana. Uthi ungubani isiduko sakho? Ungudlomo usopitch. Uthi ubhethuze ngesibhethu sakho. Uvale ukuthi mpa itrongo zakho zonke. Beka ihlononyoko mntanami izimithi yakho yolulwe. Nivile ke bazukulwane? Mna ndimdala ndingakanje. Ndimameleni.
Oh, ilizwi lomuntu omdala alidliwa nja, masimamele. Na njengoko ke sibuyezela inyanga yamagugu namafa, sibone kubalekile ukuba siniphathela iqela labadanisi ukuyonwabela le nyanga. Baxhensa baxhonge, baxhela ixhwane, bazibiza ke abantwana bomthonyama. Ndisatsho ndisithi zazi, zithande, zethembe, uzingce kubu-Afrika bakho kamnandi.